Shares of Qualcomm are trading at $213.41, and they are up around 52% year to date. Zooming out on the chart, we can see that this has clearly been doing great recently and is on a massive bull run since a pretty steep pullback in early 2022. For my December 2026 price projection, they're expected to have an earnings of $9.63 a share, and their current price to earnings is 30.5, but I think realistically we could see that come down to around 23 by 2026. And so if we multiply their EPS of $9.63 by that 23 PE ratio, then that would give us a share price of $221.49, which is a 4% upside. It looks like other analysts are divided but slightly bearish on average, with the average one-year price forecast being $200.88, which is about 5% lower than where it trades today, with a high estimate of $270 and a low of $140. In terms of fundamentals, Qualcomm has beat all four of its last earnings calls, and their debt to equity is around 63%, which is perfect. They offer a 1.6% dividend yield, and it looks like their revenue and net income have pulled back in 2023, but looking at their quarterly numbers, they do seem to be improving slightly on a quarter-over-quarter basis. For a qualitative analysis, it looks like Qualcomm commanded about 5.4% of the worldwide semiconductor market share in 2023, and that seems to be holding pretty steady. In terms of latest news, it seems like they've had some struggles incorporating AI recently, but with the amount of available capital and resources, I'm sure that's not going to be a problem for much longer. What does worry me, though, is the valuation. Of course, a 30 PE for an AI company right now is honestly pretty low, but it's still high, especially given Qualcomm's average historical number around 15 to 16. So even with the good underlying fundamentals and earnings beats, the valuation risk paired with their stagnant growth in 2023 leaves me a bit worried about a possible valuation correction going forward, and a 4% upside projection, albeit a conservative one, is just not worth the risk in my opinion. So for that reason, I rate Qualcomm stock a sell, because even though it's likely to do well in the short term thanks to high AI valuations, I just think that by 2026 we may see a pullback somewhere near the level where it's at today. So that's all I have for you today on Qualcomm stock. Please drop a like, let me know what stocks you'd like me to cover next, and I will see you next video.